The lockdown has changed much in our daily lives, and businesses are no different. CBS 2's Trevor Fay takes a look at what gyms are doing differently and the changes they'll stick with after reopening.
Many gym owners are taking this time to improve sanitation, to keep customers healthy once they return. Brianne Huffman, owner of Volition Fitness, is doing so as well.
Sessions were ended strictly at 5 minutes till the hour, so that way we could literally disinfect every single thing that had been touched while clients were in here.
Even the equipment is being modified to allow for social distancing. Huffman demonstrates how weightlifters can use built-in spotters so trainers can stay 6 feet apart from clients during their workout.
All trainers are going to be wearing masks, everybody's going to be asked to wash their hands, and everything is disinfected not only after each client leaves, but twice a day too, so we usually shut down like middle of the day and then the evening.
With around 50 active members and 4 staff, Volition Fit has been struggling to make ends meet during this lockdown, and they're not the only ones. Ascent Life Fitness here in Boise has had to consolidate their 2 locations down to 1, and they tell me that they've had to reduce their staff from 20 to 15. The owners of Ascent Life Fitness, Chad and Jessica Powell, are making the best of their situation. Their top priority is keeping members safe after lockdown ends, while still providing fitness training.
We're in a more probably intimate space here, and I think that we'll be able to focus better, one-on-one with people, which will be great in small groups.
They've lost some of their members during quarantine, but they've brought in many more online, thanks to classes they've offered through the internet.
We were sitting down and we were thinking, what can we do to help people feel better? And so we actually offered our online program for free for anybody so anyone who does it can do it for a whole month for free.
As lockdown comes to an end, Volition Fitness, Ascent Life Fitness, and many other gyms across the valley will have to find their footing in the business world once more. Whether they're ready or not, that time is just around the corner. In Boise, Trevor Fay, CBS 2 News.
Roaring Springs and Meridian will open its gates at the end of the month as part of Stage 3 of the state's reopening plan. CBS 2's Haley Kramer tells us what's being done to keep everybody healthy.
We are so excited to announce a fun and safe water park season starting Saturday, May 30th.
Tiffany Quillisi, Chief Marketing Officer for Roaring Springs and Wahoos, says they're following state guidelines for reopening.
Just last week, the Idaho governor added specific businesses into the Idaho Rebound Plan, and water parks are categorized in Stage 3, which authorizes us to open, in part given the outdoor nature of our park.
Quillisi says the park's safety plan, which they've been working on over the last 2 months, has been approved by local city and health officials.
And this includes social distancing on rides and in queue lines, extra disinfecting. Every employee will be wearing a mask, except lifeguards guarding pools. There will be no masks allowed in the water. We are also recommending but not requiring our guests wear masks. We will be taking the temperatures of every employee and guest before they enter the water park.
On top of that, they're limiting capacity of the wave pool, Endless River, and Barefoot Bay Kids play area to 50%.
On the Wahoo side, we're opening outdoor attractions May 18th, and we will be selling online reservations to a limited number of people.
Indoor Wahoo's attractions will have to wait until the end of the month, except for bowling.
We will be closing every other bowling lane for social distancing.
According to the CDC, there's no evidence that COVID-19 can spread in the water in pools. Proper maintenance and use of chemicals like chlorine should take care of any concerns.
More importantly, Roaring Springs is the only aquatic facility in the Treasure Valley that has a UV light system that kills every virus in our water.
She says they're looking forward to debuting their new $1.3 million water slide on opening day.
Riders start at the top and launch into a double corkscrew, and then they bank into the first flying saucer and then drop into the second flying saucer with really exciting G-forces. So we can't wait for riders to come out and try the new Snake River Run.
Haley Kramer, CBS 2 News.
Today, shops and restaurants in Idaho City are open, but not many people were out and about after their very busy weekend. Towns across Idaho are being hit differently during the COVID-19 lockdown. CBS 2's Trevor Fay takes a look at how smaller communities like Idaho City are handling quarantine.
In a small town like Idaho City, tourism is everything. I spoke with some local business owners about what they're doing to stay afloat during this lockdown. There are about 500 people in Idaho City and only a handful of businesses. That's why folks who visit the town play a key role in supporting the local economy. Since Idaho shut down on March 25th, it's been hard for those living here to make ends meet.
There are people that are losing their cars and they're unable to pay their bills because of this, okay? So at what point do we say, if just one life is saved, do we ruin an entire economy of our state to save one life? I say no, that's ridiculous.
It's not that there's no sympathy for coronavirus patients. Some people here have friends or family that have contracted the virus, and they know it's serious. But they also believe getting back to work is the only way to save their families from financial ruin.
We're fully open now. People can come in, they can sit. We are doing the social distancing. We've removed tables. We've spaced everything out. They can come sit on our patio or on our picnic tables outside. I think it's going to take some time to build up, but the more that the summer rolls, the more tourists will come up, the more camping will happen, and the more people will show up.
Some businesses never fully closed, but instead operated under special guidelines during lockdown.
We did all window orders and no one came inside, so definitely slowed down the business because people couldn't shop for gift items, just coffee and ice cream.
Now that we're past the peak of the first wave, people in Idaho City are ready to get their lives rolling again. Going forward, they'll continue to practice sanitation and social distancing, but they say it's time to reopen.